So we're here at Maker's Day in Bridgewater. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Chris Murray. I'm a librarian here at Bridgewater.
Can you tell me about how this was all put together and how you arranged this?
We arranged this. My coworker Katie and I put together several different things. We contacted the origami team. We contacted the St. Joseph's robotics team. We contacted Michael's at Watchung to come over and do crafts with us.
So what is Maker's Day exactly?
Maker's Day is basically a celebration of maker culture in New Jersey. Maker culture it's designed to bring people back to what they used to do, to making rather than just taking, rather than just doing. You actually make something and you can take it home with you.
Okay. And then this is statewide, right?
This is statewide. It was, I believe it was it was originated by the Piscataway Library.
So now, I think, is Bridgewater doing stuff all month, or is it just today?
March is Maker Month here at the library, and this is just Maker Day. This is our specific Maker Day. We had our last Arduino class on Wednesday. We're going to be starting those up again in April. We had a chocolate program on the 6th, which was that was lots of fun. And I can't remember what else is going on, unfortunately.
Well, what do people get out of coming here? I mean, you got a lot of people here, a lot of kids, a lot of adults.
Hopefully they get a sense of what the library can bring to them, that they can not just take out books, but we have so much else to offer. We have programs, we have other craft programs like the Michaels programs, we have games they can play. In the summer we have a retro game day coming up, so every retro game day they can come in and play all these retro games. That'll do.
Is Maker's Day an annual program?
It just started this year. This is the first one, so it's probably going to be an annual program.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we're here with Team 102 from Somerville High School. And can you tell me about the robot that you built?
So this robot right here is our demonstration robot. We use this robot to prototype different designs for our competition season, and we mainly use it to demonstrate what robotics is all about. This one clearly displays how the inner workings of the robot is laid out, how the wiring works, and basically just allows us to test a lot of different things during our competition season.
What kind of things do you do in the test?
We test different types of drivetrain. Right now this robot is running what's called tank drive. We'll test Mecanum drive, which is another style of drive. This year, for our competition robot, we were able to put sensors on this robot, identical to the sensors on our competition robot, and do some testing with that while the rest of the team was working on building the competition robot. So we were able to do a lot of different prototyping with this year.
Very cool. So can you tell me about the competition robot?
This year's competition robot is designed to pick up different types of plastic totes and recycling bins, and we accomplished that with 4 arms that we put on our robot that are able to move up and down, as well as spin around in a circle on top of the robot. So that was actually very difficult to get working. And yeah, as Tyler said before, it runs on mainly sensors because most of the jobs that our robot does this year is in the autonomous mode, which means that there is no human controlling it, so it needs to rely on those sensors.
Wow, that's pretty good. So how do you decide how to build it, and what materials do you use, and where do you get the materials? Who wants to?
So at the beginning of the season, once the game is released, we have 3 days dedicated to brainstorming and strategizing. So we start off with coming up with a strategy, what we think will work best with the game, and what strategies will get us the most points, or at least dedicate to our alliance the most. And once we've come up with a strategy, we begin designing a robot that will accomplish that strategy. This year's strategy was get the 4 containers off of the center step of the field during the autonomous period. So we came up with that strategy, and we started to brainstorm different ways that we could accomplish doing that during the 15-second period that we had.
So what do you guys enjoy about being part of the team?
What I enjoy most about being part of the team is getting to know all the other kids and from other teams, and working with others is a big part, and learning how to problem solve with different problems. That's what I like.
What do you enjoy? I mean, you do the competitions, but what do you enjoy about this kind of program where you get to come out and just kind of show off the work that you do and how hard you work?
Wait, what was the question again?
What is it like just coming to a program like this to be able to just show off what you do?
Well, coming to the program, it's kind of fun showing our what we came up with and what took us so long to to do. Like, I think we're the only team that actually took the idea of going to the middle and taking off the 4 containers off the scoring platform, off the step, and we won the creativity award from that in Massachusetts, while every other team was doing a tote stacking mechanism and putting those totes on the scoring platform. So that was a lot of fun.
So how have the competitions been going for you guys?
So, because of our complexity of the robot, we have suffered a few setbacks, but with that, we did learn a lot. As Ryan said, sensors is a big thing this year. We have over 14 sensors on the robot, and all of those have to talk to the program. They all have to talk to the motors, so making sure that all of that is working properly was definitely a challenge this year. And the complexity of the mechanism that we designed for picking up the containers has definitely been a challenge. But for our next competition at Bridgewater, I think we're definitely in a good spot for that.
Great. Anyone else want to make a comment about being part of the team and what you enjoy? Can you introduce yourself and tell me about being part of the team?
Yes, I'm George Mellers. I teach engineering at Somerville High School. I've been there at Somerville High School for 7 years, and I've been with this robotics team for that length of time. My hair is orange because last year I promised the kids if we went to regionals I'd do it orange. Was not able to do it, but this year it's now orange highlighted. So for the team, we're all in at Somerville. Anyway, I love robots. I have 2 of them in my basement that I work on periodically. As I said, I've been chief advisor for this team for 7 years. The Somerville Board of Education has been gracious enough to grant us a place to build the robots, which we build off my engineering room, and the kids all love the program. We have graduates, alumnus of the program who go to small schools you probably never heard of, like Cornell, Brown, Carnegie Mellon, RVCC. Got to get that one in there. Got to get the local plug in there. Anyway, we have a challenge to do a new competition every year. We get the challenge the first weekend in January, and we have to finish building the robot by the 3rd week in February. The reason it's not here is because it has to be bagged up between competitions, so quote unquote we don't work on it. Okay, and so it'll come out of the bag, and next Friday starts our 3rd and last competition for the area. Hopefully we will win that competition because we've done a lot of work getting the bugs out of the very complicated mechanism. You've heard mention of how many sensors? Over 14 sensors, which again all had to talk to the computer, which had to talk to the distribution system, which had to talk back by the Wi-Fi to the controller, and all of that has to be timed and verified that it works properly. Okay, so it is a very, very busy time for us. We love these outreaches because I love seeing the faces of the kids that walk through. I really do. It's like, oh my God, look at that thing. It's not my little Legos at home, although you can build the stuff out of Legos. We do have a Lego league in the middle school that is building. But it's what you can do with a large robot that's really exciting to me, keeping the faces of the kids excited.
What do you think is the most important thing the kids get out of being part?
Really, it is a sense of community and building together. Businesses now today are looking for that group work, okay? And what we're learning, what the kids are learning is how to work in a group, how to manage a group, okay? How to get reasonable goals set for the group, and what happens if you fail? It's okay. Unfortunately in high school if you fail, that's probably difficult. But in engineering, I can't tell you an engineering project, and I was 30 years as an engineer, I can't tell you an engineering project that went all the way to the end without failing at least once.
That makes sense. All right, well, great. Thank you guys so much. Wave to the camera.
Thank you. Somerville #1.
So we are here for Maker's Day at the Bridgewater Township Library. Can you tell me your name?
I'm Kevin Meyer,
And what school are you from?
St. Joseph Metuchen.
Tell me a little bit about the robot and how you put it together.
All right, so what we have here is behind you we have 2 arms that when we drop a box on the field, they open and close to effectively give the box a hug and pinch it. And so then what we do is we back up and line up ourselves with one of these, and then we drive up and put the boxes onto the step, and then we open up the arms and go and do it again. And this time what we do is we have this elevator here, which I'm stand up for, which then is in 2 stages, raise it up, do it for me, that'd be cool. All right. Which in 2 stages raises the boxes up, which like this, until we are just slightly over the height of the first 2 boxes, at which point we then go and line ourselves up again and place it on top of the first 2 boxes, and then do the same thing. We open the arms up, back up, clear, lower them down, and we drive over to the recycling cans, which are placed variously throughout the field. And then we grab that at the bottom and drive over to our stack of 4 now, raise our arms up to as high as they can go, so it's just clearing the fourth tote. Then we lower the can and place on top of the other stack of 4. Then open up the arms, drive away, and that's 1 cycle, and we do that about 2 times a match.
How did you put all this together?
It started out from the frame. So what we did was we measured out our length so that we have a 28 by 42 inch frame, and then we put 6 wheels 3 on each side and chained them all together. We then built our elevator and placed that at the front, and then we went and put all of the weight that we could in the back of the robot so it would be less tippy. And then we found the best place to put the electronics, which is right here on our supports for our elevator. And then we combined it all and we got this.
And how have things been going in competitions? Have you had any?
Yeah, we've gone to 1 competition. We finished 5th out of a field of 34. So it's been going very well. And a big thing in competition is cooperating with each other. It's not just among our team, but with every other team. So if we get finished 5th, it was because we had amazing partners and we all worked together to get that.
And how did you get involved in the Maker's Day today?
That one of our mentors is connected with the library, and so he asked them if they would be willing to have us come in and give a presentation. They said yes. We were happy because we love coming out and showing the robot to the community and showing them why we love it and hopefully getting them involved. And
How many people do you have on your team?
about 34.
All right. Well, congratulations on this. Thanks.